As we go into the app, we'll see our recognizable splash screen. I'm already logged in as a user, so you only see me go right to the first guided introduction. So welcome to Smarter Biography. You can read stories from our user community. You can capture your story in your own words. And you can get writing assistance from our AI bot called Audie. Lastly, you can share your stories or decide to keep them private. And I'll talk about that a little bit more. When you first log into the app, this is the first screen that you see. These are the stories from our user community, the stories that users decided to make public. You can see we have three main icons at the bottom: the home screen, the writing screen, and the user profile screen. So starting from the home screen, you can see that within each of the stories or each of the chapters comes an image, a title. We can see the date that was posted, and you can appreciate content as you're going through. Just to click on one, this is a chapter submitted by one of our users. You can kind of scroll through and read the content. Sometimes people post images within them. You can appreciate within the actual story and add any comments. Moving on to the writing application. I'm going to start over just to demonstrate some of the cool options we have for getting started. So to get started writing, you can click in the middle to begin writing, or you can click the big plus sign in yellow. You have two options. So you can write with our Audie assistant and you can write in your own words. I'm going to click on write in your own words just to show you what we have here. So you can choose a category, which will be helpful later for categorizing and filtering out content. I'm going to leave it on free flow other. Here you can see our introduction or tutorial overlay that gives you just a little bit of information about what each of the icons does. And you can see the second tutorial shows you the formatting options. So this is a chapter or story where we would begin to write. This is all going to be a test, so I'll just hit test. I will upload images. You can see that I can start writing. I write here. We celebrate everyone's life story. Autobiographies. Let's try that again. Autobiographies are not just for the rich and famous. And I can decide to add a picture here, going back to my camera roll, uploading some of my friend's sketches, I can put a title, Susan's Lady. And I can decide to format some of this text using the menu at the bottom. So I can underline, I can bold, I can change the orientation. I can actually add multiple images, 4 at a time if I wanted to. And then there's a little P there on the right, which allows you to do parallax scrolling. So I'll just show you what that means. It basically allows you to lay text over an image. So I'm going to just put some text here. Lovely ladies hanging out, and I'm going to leave it as that. So when we preview this, we just hit the 3 dots on the right. Preview here, you can see the parallax scrolling. The box of text just showed up. I'll show you that again. And then once we're ready to post, again, the 3 dots on the right, we're going to hit post. So again, a little tutorial here. You can post, you can publish to PDF. You can select which chapters to post, but I'll show you it in real time. You can add more tags. I'll just add some random things here. And then once we scroll down, you can add a description if you'd like. So today you can only decide to post to our public SB community, which is the homepage you saw. In very short order, we're going to have a private tab where you can post to just a private section within your application, and you can choose which emails are available to view your content. You can use an alias, which I will show you shortly, and then you can disable any comments on your post. So just to go back, I just showed you what writing in your own words looks like. Now I'm going to click on Write with Audio Assistant. So again, we're going to choose a category. I'll stick with childhood. Here, it asks us to engage in a little bit of Q&A, question and answers with Audie. And the idea is this will just help you start getting creative with content generation. Audie will get smarter over time, but it is a little static at this point. But here we go, just to show you how it works. So you will have some writing ideas, the same editing and posting options. You can chat with Audie in the text box, and then you can add images. So it asks me how I'm doing. Fine. I have chosen childhood, so we're going to give my story a title. I will say Phoenix because that is where I'm from. I will pick a random picture, and we'll just go with an arepa. And I grew up in South Phoenix, although they never sold arepas in South Phoenix. We'll hit go. What was the environment like? Hot. So you see, it'll just keep going on and on. But we may want to kind of move on to the next thing here. We're done chatting, so we're going to go for those 3 dots again, move to editing mode, and this will just turn into a chapter. You can see it saved my image, it saved my title, it saved some of my responses, and similar to what I showed you before, you can add additional images, you can add additional content. You can preview it, you can decide to post it. You'll see there are some content minimums that we've established so that when it does go onto a user community, it kind of meets a certain standard. So that kind of gives you an idea of kind of the writing options. So we've covered the home screen, we've covered the writing options. Again, we'll have a private tab coming very soon. In the user profile section, you have your name, your date of birth, email, password, and here's where is the alias. So you can see you can insert an alias name. I've used Jo. And you can change this at any time. You can see which accounts are connected right now. You can connect via Facebook or through email. Anyone that has commented on or appreciated any of your stories, you'll get a notification within the app here. In terms of interest, this is just to show what you might be interested in. Again, much more helpful for later categorization and serving you up content that you're interested in. If you wanted to see any of those tutorials that I showed you before, all you have to do is hit Reactivate Tutorials. It'll tell you that guided help is now available. I'm going to go to the home screen just to demonstrate this, and you can keep going back into here to reactivate it if you need it. You can contact us at info@Smarter Biography, read our terms of service, and log out. So we have a whole new set of features coming. Would love to hear your thoughts. Would love to hear you using the app. Thank you for listening.